to a father, a brother, a husband, a cousin, and a friend. For from dust you are born, and to dust you shall return. Happening to be his last word. The concerned son of the soul was left to toil in this soil with little oil. He was left breathless, with no defense. Life was shattered as the body regained union with the soil. Alone like baby Moses in the basket, alone again in this casket. He walked down the hour of death while his soul left the earth, and death, well, death sweetly left him no choice. It silenced his voice, and enmity rejoiced as pain slithered in moist. Just like that, the giver of breath took it away. Indecision strike and we walk separate ways. But what can I say? We're all gonna die someday. I had a chat with some poet and I told him what happened. I think he became emotional, and that's me why I didn't record anything for a long time now. It got me feeling jaded. What do you want me to say? He gave me a funny response that pumped some senses in my nonsense. He told me to record about how dad fought his way out of it, but death had different views. The conversation didn't last long, so we part ways. Now I'm writing, hands shaking, breath shortening, tears rolling down my cheeks, stuck in the midst of fear as trauma keeps sneaking up on me. Instead of living a hopeless life, I will send a message of hope to a hopeless friend who lost a father. Now listen to me, brother. I know what you're feeling because I feel it too. I know that sometimes you feel like no one relates. That's okay too. Now let me tell you something true. It doesn't matter how you related with your father before his appointment with death was due. In fact, this goes to everyone out there, those with fathers and those whose are long gone. Thank God for mothers. This time, thank God for fathers. A lot of misunderstandings evolve between fathers and their children. So don't deal with my issues until you deal with your own. It doesn't matter how your father behaves. Father comes from a Hebrew word meaning source. That man is the source of your wisdom, your intelligence, and life. He is the source of your courage, your confidence, and strife. I didn't understand his role in my life until the day I needed him the most, but he was nowhere to be found. This is dedicated to the lonely, the mistreated and abused. This goes to the broken, the abandoned, and those misused. I don't know your story, but I'm glad your father brought you to this earth. To those of you with fathers, here's a message for you. Love your fathers, respect him, value him now. You're gonna live in regret the day he meets death. Something becomes of value when it's gone. Value him before he's gone. Tomorrow is never promised. His looks don't matter, his attitude neither. To those of you hurting and your father is the reason, well, don't lock yourself in that cell in prison. Forgive your father. Please find room in your heart to do so. I don't know how to make this meaningful, but try to hear me out. There are people out there that wish your father was theirs. Take a moment and think about this. And to the fatherless, I understand your pain because I also lost a father. But put that aside. You are fathered by the invisible. Forgive your father too, and let God manifest to you as the father to the fatherless. You are not alone. You don't have to be alone. The I am that I am is with you. Your own strength will fail you and friends and family too. But God won't. I am proof that God is right there with you. Depression will strike you, but God is in that with you. He will heal you. You will one day become a father and you would want to be forgiven by your children. That's the same thing you should do. Forgive your father and let God father you. He is the only father that can never fail you. I pray that the same way God embraced me, comforted me, and put garments of grace on me, He will do the same for you. I pray that He heals you. To those with misunderstandings between them and their fathers, I pray that the God of peace restores order. To those who have gotten a chance, who have never gotten a chance, and those who have gotten a chance to even see their fathers, I pray that God settles peace in your life. I pray that may God manifest to you as the father to the fatherless. And to the fathers out there, I pray that you get to hear this, then go. Fathers, go and be available for your children. A lot of people are crying and some are complaining. A lot of people are living in depression, chaos, and frustration, but they lack determination. They lack a shoulder to lean on. So fathers, we're begging you, try to hear us out. And to the children, and to the fathers, and to the mothers, and to everyone. Before I go any further, to the fathers up in heaven, we miss you down here. If heaven had visiting hours, we would come by eventually every day. So long as it is called today, continue resting in glory. Fathers, find grace to love your children. Children, find grace to love and forgive your fathers. Don't think of ending it. Don't kill yourself. Give time some time. God has you. You have God. Just focus on God.